Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing more scripting. Of course, this is for the ScriptRunner in the Jira Data Center. And today's script is going to be all about the automatic assignment based on some of the, conditions. And we're going to be taking the priority as the great example. So let us dive in. All right, so we have our ScriptRunner open and we're going to type. The first thing is going to be the import, because we need to import some of the libraries, and based on these libraries we can actually reference these libraries and call the data. So the first thing is going to be the com, which is going to be the component, and we need this to be for the Atlassian Jira. And also we are going to call our component, and the very first thing that we actually need is going to be our component accessor, because based on the component accessor we have things like the issue manager, we have the things like the user manager, the custom field manager, etc. The second library we're going to be using is going to be com Atlassian Jira, and we're going to be using the issue, and we're going to be using the mutable issue. All right, so for this specific script, we're going to be needing the both. We're going to be needing the issue manager, and we're going to be needing the user manager. Now, why these managers? Well, for the user manager, we need to know which user is actually using this. And based on this, we can later specify the user key, and based on this user key we can actually assign this issue to that user based on their key. I'm going to show you how can you also get the user key as well. So the first thing that we need is going to be the issue manager. In Groovy, you're defining your variables with this def keyword here. And so now what we actually need is going to be the component accessor. We're going to click on dot, because within this dot we're having this object, and within this object we can also now call the functions. So what we have here is going to be the issue manager, so we need to get the issue manager. So this is like really simple when you have your APIs, and when you have the calls in your APIs like get, post, put, and delete. Of course there are more methods than but these are like the essential ones. So let's go with the second one, and this one is going to be our user manager, and everything is the same except we're getting the user manager here. Okay, now we're gonna be calling our mutable issue, the object. When we're gonna reference to our issue manager right here, and with our issue manager, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna say get issue object, and within this issue object, let's say we're looking for the Kanban number 2. So this is what we're gonna type in here. This is pretty good. Now we also need to define the user. Now we are calling the user manager, and we're saying get user by key. Okay, now the question is, how do we get the user key? So this is how. So we're gonna open another ScriptRunner, and we're gonna go for our console, and I found this page right here that can actually really help you to get the user key. I'll actually leave the link in the description. We're gonna scroll down, and we're gonna go for the comment from Agnes Call, and we're gonna copy this code right here. So what do we have here? We have the component accessor, where we're getting the user manager, and we are getting the user by the name. And in here, what does it say? It says username. Now, if you don't know how you can actually find your username, you can click on your avatar, and you can actually go to the profile, and within your user profile you will also find the username. Now, since I already know it, I'm just going to type in here, and I'm going to run this, and there we go. So this is going to be your user key. So we can close this. We are not needing this anymore. Okay, so now we also have the user key as well. Okay, so now we fetched the user, we have fetched the issue. Now what we need to do is actually we need to create a logic. So let's say if the priority is the highest priority, then you can assign that issue to me. So that's why this issue is unassigned, and I can click on assign to me, and basically that's it. But I want this to be done every time. Okay, so it's gonna be the if statement. So what we are saying here, let's say if the issue, so we're gonna say now get priority, and for the get priority we're gonna have the get name as well. So to get the priority, if the name of the priority is the highest priority, so now you're gonna add these double equal sign. The double equal sign in coding is when you're defining if something is actually having some kind of a value. So there is a difference between one equal sign and two equal signs. So if it's like you're having a defined variable, let's say a equals 5, b equals 3, and you say a equals b with one equal sign, then you're actually assigning a new value to the value a. In here, it's actually checking if this specific priority has the name, and it's gonna be highest. Then what we want to do is want to say issue set assignee, and we are defining our user here, and we are saying issue.store. Okay, if I run this, nothing is really happening because I haven't actually defined anything in here. So let us see, and as you can see, the assignee is me. Now if you actually want to be sure if something was assigned and something actually well worked, What you can do is you can add, say, log, and you can go to dot, and you can say, oh, or even better, I can say return, and I can say issue has been assigned to, and I can go with the $sign, and these two open and close brackets. So this is like a placeholder, and this is for defining the variable inside of these brackets, which will actually replace the value of that variable. So in this case, it's going to be user. So I'm going to say user. When I click on run, it's going to say it has been assigned to me, and it's going to give the it's going to get my user key as well. Yeah, that is everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.